Hello, Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Aries, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and or moving forward. So, with all that being said, Aries, let's get started. What's the overall energy for this connection? So, we do have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, and then we also have deception. Now, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves with deception out here, because deception is very similar to the Five of Swords in tarot, and the swords in tarot represent our thoughts. So this could basically represent that somebody thinks someone's being deceptive. Doesn't necessarily mean that they actually are being deceptive, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not either. So we're going to obviously look into that. I just kind of feel like, either somebody's connecting here with someone that they don't necessarily trust, or maybe that person actually is just being deceptive. You know what I mean? I don't know. We're going to look a little bit more into this and see what's going on. I just kind of feel like somebody has like a huge fear of getting betrayed and deceived. That's kind of what I'm getting, like, primarily, is that somebody has a huge fear of this person that they're currently connecting with betraying them or deceiving them one day. And the reason why I say that is because we have attraction out here, and attraction's all about living in the present moment. You know, deception is you know, an energy of somebody who's very worried and concerned about something that may or may not even happen, if that makes any sense. So somebody's having a very difficult time living in the present moment because they constantly find themselves in their head, like worrying themselves to death over what if they're doing this and what if they're doing that. That's kind of what I'm getting, but let's see what's going on, Aries. We're going to focus on you first, and we'll jump over to your person. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. This is like a random download. If this is not going to apply to everybody's situation, but I feel like somebody's line of work has made them very suspicious of people. For example, like a police officer. Police officers can be, unfortunately, very, suspicious, of people, even people that they shouldn't be, suspicious of, but it just has a lot to do with the things that they essentially witness on a day-to-day basis. I mean, these are the type of people that come into contact with the only evil out there. So, you know what I mean? That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Not saying that this individual has to be a police officer or anything like that, but just using it as an example, right? But I just randomly got somebody's like line of work makes them think this way, like very like suspicious of people. I am getting that. Anyways, let me get off of that. So in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, Aries, we do have the Sun, we got the Six of Cups, and then we also have the Ten of Swords out here. Aries, it kind of looks like you're experiencing some issues here. With somebody that you do have a lot of history with. So this could be a romantic interest that we're referring to, possibly even a family member, maybe even a friend, but I just see you having some issues with someone, nonetheless, that you have a lot of love for, that you care for deeply, that has been a part of your life for quite some time now. With that Sun energy coming out here, I just kind of feel like this is you like portraying like this image, like all is well with me, all is well with me, even though deep down inside, obviously all is not well with you. I think that the issues that you're facing with this person that you have so much history with is definitely bothering you and affecting you. I just feel like you're trying your hardest to not let it show. You know what I mean? Okay, how does this person currently view this relationship? Whatever issues you guys have within your relationship, with one another, the best way that I could put it is they're not sweating it. Like, they're not worried about it. You know what I mean? Like, in their head, they think it's only a matter of time before you guys talk about it and work it out. So they're not tripping. You know what I mean? They're not worried about it. They think that you guys are going to, like, fix or repair things here with one another, move past whatever happened here between the two of you. So they're not sweating it. They're just not sweating it. Like, they're not tripping over it is basically what I'm getting off of them and their energy. It doesn't necessarily mean that this person doesn't care. I don't want you to think that based off of what I just said, that's a sign that this person just doesn't care about the issues that you guys are currently facing within your relationship with one another. I don't want you to think that, because this person, I mean, Two of Cups, that's telling me that this person does love you and they care for you deeply. So just because they're not sweating it or they're not tripping over like whatever is going on between the two of you, it's not because they don't care about you or they don't love you or they don't care about the dynamic that they share with you, because they do. They're just not going to worry themselves to death over what's currently going on between the two of you, when you guys are more than likely going to work things out and move past whatever happened here between the two of you. If that makes any sense. Tell me more about the not the Nine of Swords. Tell me more about the Ten of Swords. Okay, so it kind of looks like there was like a really big fight / argument or disagreement that happened here between you and this person. It kind of looks like you don't like experiencing tension and conflict here between you and this person. You know what? I don't blame you. You know what I mean? I don't blame you for not liking all of this tension and conflict that's currently brewing between you and this person. That this tension and conflict that's like brewing here between you and this person, it is creating a level of worry and concern, because you don't really know what's going to end up happening next between you and this person. It is causing you also, you know, a lot of stress. I'm also getting that as well. I feel like it's very challenging and very difficult for you to focus on like daily tasks and stuff like that. You know, when you find yourself so worried and concerned, right, about what's going on between the two of you, you know what I mean? I am definitely getting that. I am definitely getting that. Okay. All right. With the Eight of Pentacles to the Five of Swords, which I forgot to completely, you know, talk about, I do see you eventually, you know, wanting to gravitate towards this person, have a conversation with them, and try to fix or repair things here with them, because you just don't like this tension and conflict between the two of you. How does Aries currently feel? So we have the Judgment card, we got the Queen of Pentacles, and then we also have the Ten of Wands. The bottom of the deck, interesting. We have the Hierophant to the Magician to the Ten of Pentacles to the Four of Wands. You feel like this person cares more about other things than their relationship with you. It's like you're looking at this person like they care more about their job and their career or their business if they have one, more than you and this dynamic that they basically share with you. Okay. It's like you're looking at them like they rather prioritize other things than what's going on between the two of you. Like you're looking at them like they rather like spend their time, you know, working than having a conversation with you about the issues that the two of you are currently facing with one another. It's as if you look at this person like they rather spend time with their family members and their friends than to have a conversation with you and work things out with you. You see what I mean? Like you're looking at them like they're placing something above their relationship with you, which is causing you to feel like this person doesn't really care about working things out with you or fixing or repairing things with you, because look, they're putting this above you and the issues you guys are currently facing with one another, you know, things of that nature. Okay, let's keep going. How does this person currently feel? Okay, we got the Nine of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups, and then we also have the Star out here. Let's look at the Nine of Swords before I open my mouth and say anything. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles, so the King of Wands, and then we also have the Three of Wands. Okay, I think that you guys are both worried and concerned that this relationship is going to go so south to the point where it's going to come to an end. I think it's safe to say that. And I think the reason why you think that is because you don't really see them gravitating towards you or trying to fix or repair things here with you, but the same applies for them. It's like they're worried and concerned that this relationship could very well be going totally south between the two of you, to the point where it might even cause an ending between you and them, because they don't really see you gravitating towards them or trying to fix or repair things here with them, which is basically what this person's waiting on as well as hoping for. I'm also getting that this person is waiting for an apology from you. I'm also getting that, not entirely sure about what, but what actions will Aries take towards this person are moving forward. So we do have the Seven of Pentacles, we got the Page of Wands, and then we also have the Hierophant. Okay. In regards, okay, things are just starting to kind of get very stagnant here between you and this person, because as they're over here waiting on you to make things right with them, you're over here waiting on them to make things right with you. So whatever happened here between the two of you, you don't necessarily feel like you should be the one to try to fix or repair things here with them. And see, that's the thing, is that whatever happened here between the two of you, they don't necessarily feel like they should be the one to come in and fix anything with you either. So whatever did happen here between the two of you, like say for example, they're looking at you like you're the reason why this relationship went south, or you're the reason why we got into this big fight slash argument. You're looking at the situation like, well, I didn't even do anything wrong, so don't know what they're talking about. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna go over there and fix and repair anything with them because I didn't do anything wrong. But they're looking at you like, well, you clearly did something wrong, to the point where they are expecting an apology from you is basically what I'm getting, or desiring for one. So then there's that. You don't feel like you did anything wrong. They don't feel like they did anything wrong. Therefore, they don't feel like they should be the one to gravitate towards you and fix and repair anything with you. And then you feel the exact same way. So now it's like turning into like a waiting game. Who's going to make the first move? You know, who's going to try to fix what with who first is basically what I'm getting, because you're waiting to receive communication here from this person. And you feel like it's only a matter of time before you do. What actions will this person take towards Aries or moving forward? So we do have the Moon, we do have the Hangman, and then we also have the Seven of Wands. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the 10 of Pentacles. We got the 4 of Wands. We also have the 5 of Wands, and then we also have the 10 of Swords. Okay. You know, this is kind of like the epitome of them just kind of choosing to not try to control the situation, just allow whatever's supposed to happen to essentially happen. For example, given everything that's currently going on here, you know, between the two of you as far as this big fight slash argument is concerned, right? If this relationship is bound to go left, then that's just what it's going to be. It's just going to go left, and they're going to let it go left, and they're not going to try to put up a fight either. If you guys are supposed to come together and work things out, then that'll happen. But as far as them lifting a finger to try to control the situation, they're just not going to do that, is basically what I'm getting. Do they want this relationship to come to an end? No. But if you don't bother to try to fix or repair things here with them, they're just going to leave it like that. You know what I mean? And if it comes to an end, then it comes to an end. You know what I mean? And if you do gravitate towards them and try to fix or repair things with them, then boom, you guys fix and repair things here with one another. But as far as them trying to control the situation so that way it plays out the way that they see fit, they're not going to do that. They're not going to get up and put up a fight to keep you in their life. Or try to fix or repair things here, you know, with you, is basically what I'm gathering. It's the epitome, like I said, of leaving everything into the universe's hands. Whatever is supposed to happen will happen. Whatever is meant to happen will happen. If y'all are meant to come together and fix or repair things here, you'll gravitate towards them and try to fix or repair things here with them. If you don't, then you don't. You know what I mean? And they'll just accept that and get up and walk away. I am definitely getting that if it gets to this point, and this is just us looking at things from their perspective, okay? So just keep that in mind. But this person feels like if it gets to the point where the relationship in itself comes to an end because you chose to not try to fix or repair things here with them, or acknowledge, I guess, wherever you went wrong, whatever have you, this person feels like you're going to highly regret it, is basically what I'm getting, that you're going to highly regret it. Or this person feels like if it gets so bad to the point where they do get up and walk away, that's when you're going to like step up to the plate and fight to keep this person in your life. But again, it's one of those things where they're just like, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to try to control the outcome either. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. You know what I mean? I really want to go back to this energy over here though. Tell me more about deception. Okay. Okay, so you're dealing with an Empress. Okay. And they're looking at you like you're a King of Wands. All right. This is us just going based off of them and how they're looking at the situation, so just keep that in mind, okay? This Empress that you're currently connecting with, Aries, they do view you as somebody who's not really taking this relationship seriously. It's like they view you, yeah, it's like they view you as, you know, somebody who just, like I said, just refuses to take them and this dynamic that the two of you share with one another seriously. And I think that, you know, it has gone to that point, at least for them, where they don't necessarily feel like they should be the one, you know, trying to fight here. You know, if you're not, according to them, it's like, if you're not going to take the relationship seriously, then don't get up and go. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's what really confuses them, right? It's like, how do I explain to you what this person's going through? Because they look at you like you're not taking this relationship seriously. They just don't understand, like, why are you why are y'all here together? You know what I mean? If you're not going to really take the relationship that you guys share with one another like seriously, because they feel like they're taking you and their relationship with you seriously. They just kind of feel like for whatever reason you're not. They feel like you're doing things that you should not be doing within this dynamic here between the two of you. So with that being said, this is why they're looking at you like you're not taking this relationship seriously. But what confuses them is this: if you're not going to take the relationship seriously, why continue to like remain with them? If you're not going to take the relationship seriously, like, why don't you just like move forward and move on with your life and be single and do whatever it is that you want, with your life? It is basically like the confusion that this person is experiencing here on their behalf. With deception coming out here, I'm not saying that you're being deceptive, but I feel like this person truly does think that you're being deceptive, and that you're not, taking this relationship between the two of you seriously. And I feel like they've been thinking about this, as far as like them thinking that you're not taking them or this relationship that the two of you share with one another seriously for quite some time now. They've been thinking this way, about you, to the point where I do feel like at times they tend to kind of worry themselves to death over what you're doing and who you're talking to and who you're things like that, which makes it very hard for this person to remain in the present moment when they're constantly worrying themselves to death over what you're currently doing and are you doing this or are you doing that, things of that nature. So I think it's safe to say that this person that you're currently connecting with doesn't necessarily trust you, entirely is basically what I'm getting, Aries. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.